everyone, so I'm looking rough. I'm getting over this cold. I've already told you. My washing machine hasn't bloody turned on. Right, I'm going to do a gestational diabetes, what I eat in a day. We're a bit of a requested video, and obviously I do talk about it sometimes. And I know there isn't that many videos. Why have I switched washer on now? It's going to make loads of noise, isn't it? Let's pause it. I know there ain't many videos on YouTube that do show what people eat in a day when they've got gestational diabetes. But I also know that everybody's different, and what one person might tolerate, somebody else might not. My kettle's on as well. I ain't turning that off. I need my coffee this morning. I've just done school run. But yeah, so I'm going to show you what I have for breakfast this morning. I'll probably voice over this bit because baby is a little bit upset in room. He's wanting his breakfast, so I'm just rushing to get them both done. But I want to show you what I'm going to have for breakfast. Obviously, this is personal to me, and what I might be able to have, you might not. So, you know, it just gives you a little idea, really, and just shows you what somebody who has got it does eat. Right, I'll talk about it more after. I'll just show you what I'm having for breakfast. So I've got this rye, dark rye and sunflower loaf from Tesco's, which I can't actually tolerate anymore, but when I did this video I could. I pop it down in my manky toaster and I make my eggs to go with it. I think I made an omelette actually on this one. I'm currently voicing over, it's like probably about 8 weeks later, and of course I do have my lovely coffee. Daniel's on his computer, you can probably hear him in the background. But yeah, just a decaf coffee with my milk in it. I have the blue top milk because that's what I buy for kids. And there's my Ghostbuster eggs there. I would say the Ghostbuster eggs when they look like that, so pale. I noticed feather and it just put me off of eating that egg, so there it is with the feather stuck out. But I didn't actually use that one, which was probably a bit of a waste, but I just didn't want to. So yeah, I've cracked open my other eggs. Giving him a bit of a whisk there with a fork. I think you can hear Lucas is making noise in the background. He's actually now while I'm voicing over, and it's about 2 months later. Dave's with him though. I'm about to go make a roast dinner in a minute, but I seriously can't be bothered. I'm just using that cheap cheese from, I think from Aldi, the already grated one. So much easier with that cheese. But yeah, I just pour it into the pan and make my omelette. It's the shittest omelette I've ever seen. I can't even get it. I think I remember I'd put the dishwasher on because I was doing like 3 different videos this day, and yeah, I'd put dishwasher on and I'd put my big spatula in, so I'm using one at kids. I took my metformins and voila. Because of the cheese and the eggs, it helps you, as far as I know anyway, to cope with the carbs that are in the bread. Then later that day right, I've part really awkward for this, but it's part of my being honest with what I'm having with me gestational diabetes. Sorry, rough daughter, bad angle. I've got a decaf latte. Everybody in Costa's probably staring at me like, what's that lass doing out there? One of Lucas's crisps from yesterday, his little banana wand there. Needs a good clean. I'm selling this car soon, so yeah, I need to sort out. But I did get some of the snack little wafers. I'll only have 2, only because my blood sugars, they were 5.5, but obviously when I'm going to be walking round and stuff, they might drop a bit more. I mean, I will test, but you've got to be over 5 to drive, so I'm going to have 2 of those just to keep my sugars topped up. But if it comes to it, where have I put them? I have bought a little Haribo Star Mix. So the hospital said if you do drop below 5, you need a few like jelly sweets and then retest after 10 minutes. And then if it's still below 5, take another couple and retest again. So I could be sat here for a while. But at least I've got my coffee. The baby's asleep. Because I have got a 10-month-old as well. So I'm 27 weeks pregnant and I've got a little 10-month-old. And I've also got a lot of other children. But yeah, because you might not never have watched me before, I always forget, don't have to properly introduce myself. But I've got some Haribos just in case. Sun's gone in a bit now. I've had my 2 wafers and Lucas is already awake and he's helping eat them. They're just these little snack milk vanilla wafer things. don't know how many calories they are each. Oh, Dave's messaged me. Right, I've just filmed me all. I'm going to have now a pepperami as a little snack. I'm going to put my jacket potatoes in and hopefully they'll cook before I go to school. But yeah, I'm going to have this as well now. I'm going to have a little glass of Fanta, just a little bit. Just to quench the old thirst there. It's a 0 sugar one. But yeah, then I'm going to make a cup of tea. Right, I'm a bit gutted because my potatoes are still rock hard and it's about 2:30. I don't know why I thought I'd managed to get them baked in time. But you know what, I might have like 4 meals today because I'll probably still eat it when I get back from school. But I'm risking it, I'm going for more bread, which I wouldn't usually do in the same day. Because bread can be a bit funny. But my sugars aren't usually too bad this time of day. It's an evening really and the first morning ones. But I've got 2 slices again of the dark rind sunflower loaf. So I've got that, and I've got some, filled it with chicken, a bit of lettuce, and some of this coleslaw from Asda. And I'm going to see how I get on. I'm hoping I'll be alright because I am doing a school run, and so I'll be walking a fair bit. So even if I go over a bit by the time I'm doing blood sugars, I should be okay, and that's what matters after an hour, to make sure your levels are okay after an hour and that they're not staying too high. So I'm hoping I'll be alright. I'm going to have a little kiwi as well and one of these banana yogurts because I love stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to have now. Oh, I'm going to get a bottle of water because I know that I look like I just don't drink any water, but it's because I drink so much coffee and tea. If I'm honest with you, I don't drink loads of water, but yeah, it's a Yorkshire tea. Blood sugars looking good. Right, it's chaos in here. It is tea time. I've just made the kids fajitas. You're eating that leftover chicken, right? There were a couple of potatoes spare, and I don't like waste, so I've just done a little bit of cheese and one with some coleslaw. It's like a little bit of more of a snack than it is a proper dinner. This would be somebody's probably meal, but I just don't want it to get wasted. We're having chilli tonight, but it won't be till about 9 o'clock, and it's only about 4:45 or something now. So we're having this. I'm having this to tide me over. It's dark in here. I'm in my bed now. Look at the state of me. Right, I won't lie. Millie force-fed me a couple of Doritos. Not quite the full bag, but I did have a couple. And I've got an ice lolly because I'm just right warm and that. And this is the only thing when we have our tea so late. I did have that potato like. But yeah, I'm just, I suppose, a bit hungry today. Dave's downstairs with the kids. They're coming up to bed shortly. Well, they'll have a bath and then bed. And then he's going to cook us this big chilli, which I can't wait for. So I'll show you that. But yeah, I'm only being honest with what I'm having. I'm on a couple of Doritos, honest. Guys, it's really late at night and I'm filming on my husband's phone. Mine's gone a bit dodgy. But here's my chilli that he's made me. Kids are all in bed. And I can't wait to eat this. It looks really nice. There's lots of like kidney beans, peppers, onions. Have you put chilies in it? Yeah. Chilies. A little bit of rice on the side. Because I can't have much because I can't tolerate rice very well. A little bit, but not proper loads. But yeah, really can't wait to eat this. And yeah, I'll check in with you in a minute. I've got my metformins. You're going to see on there on my leg. So I'm going to have my tablets as well. But yeah, really lovely this is. And I can't wait to eat it. Hi everyone. So it's actually 4 weeks later. I thought it were about 8 weeks because it feels like ages ago I did this, what I ate in a day with gestational diabetes, which is a sentence, isn't it? Probably can hear my son on his computer. I'm going to go in there in a minute and blooming go mad with him. But yeah, I'm glad I've actually waited because things that I've shown you in this video I already wouldn't be able to have anymore. So I wouldn't be able to tolerate 2 slices of bread at the same time. I just, for some reason, I mean I'm 31 weeks now and they do say that your tolerances change, don't they, around this point. I am on more insulin now as well. And I know tomorrow when I speak to the hospital, they're going to want me to start a different insulin, so 2 different insulins. And I don't know how I feel about all this. It's all just a little bit too much, but it just shows you how much your tolerances change. And, you know, and especially like what other people can have I can't have, but then I can have things like I can eat loads of chocolate peanuts and be absolutely fine, because peanuts are protein, and the protein helps with the sugars and carbs and things, don't it? It's something like that. Please don't watch me and think that I know what I'm talking about, because I don't. I only know bits, and I've had gestational diabetes 3 times now. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an idea of what somebody has who has the diabetes, but I am medicated as well. So if I wouldn't have had my metformin at the point of doing this video and my insulin, then I wouldn't diet control being able to eat what I've eaten in what you've seen in this video. I just wouldn't have been able to do it. But because I have the medication, it obviously helps me be able to have more carbs and things. But already, again, I've changed, and it's only 4 weeks later, so it just shows you, doesn't it? I do plan on doing a bit more of one of these videos, a more updated one, because looking back at this one, I'm like, you know, because it's not what I have now, so it doesn't feel like it's what I had at 27 weeks. But yeah, let me know if you've enjoyed it, if it's sort of thing you would like to see again. All I can hear is him on that bloody computer. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it anyway, and having a look at that chilli where I just love Dave's chilies. I'm actually now going to be having cauliflower rice with it instead of normal rice, because it's sending, if I'm eating late, which we do a lot because of the kids, because you can't have your tea when the kids are all up and running around because it's just too hard. So we're saving it for obviously when they're in bed and Dave cooks it, so I enjoy it even better because he's made it and not me. But I'm going to start having cauliflower rice because I can't tolerate the rice anymore. I only had 2 spoons of rice for my tea last night, and I had a high reading an hour later, and I had a really high fasting reading this morning, so it's not worth me having the carb anymore on a night. So it's a bit gutting, and I'm a little bit like, I don't even know what I can eat and what I can't at the minute. But they do say around this point, around the 31 to 32 week mark, you do kind of struggle that bit more with what you can have. But anyway, I hope I've made sense. I'm not sure. I'm surrounded in washing that I need to get cleaned up and put away, but I need to go put rest at tea on, so it's going to have to wait till I've done that. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. Let me know, and I hope you found it useful. So right, I don't know what to say. See you later, everyone. That's me washing from last time I sorted it out. Still not done with it.